If you're in Karnataka and your house violates building bylaws, then breathe easy. The Karnataka government is introducing the Akrama Sakrama scheme to regularize illegal buildings and make them legal. The government says the move will help control the problem, but experts say that the BBMP is being blinded by the potential revenue from the scheme and unleashing a genie from the bottle. Lakshmi Sivdas joins us with that story.
As Bangalore, the IT capital of India, develops and grows, it finds itself struggling to cope with one of the biggest side effects of urbanization, the rise of illegal constructions. Take the Pearson apartment complex in Benson Town, for instance. A row of pakka houses adjoins the building. Originally built for slum dwellers, these pakka houses are now in violation of various building plan rules. The slum dwellers are constructing multi-story houses on their small plots of land without clearances from the building authority. That is a gross violation, but one that they are set to get away with, all thanks to the Karnataka government's proposed Akrama Sakrama scheme.
As per the existing provision municipal laws, we can regularize only 5% of the deviation. That new Akrama Sakrama scheme they are introduced, that is also challenged in the court. But it is having certain yardstick, 50% residential area can be regularized. That means 50% deviation. And in the commercial building, 25% deviation can be regularized.
Originally conceived in 2007 by the JDS and the BJP, the Akrama Sakrama scheme is in the final stage of getting implemented and only awaits a High Court nod. If approved, the scheme will allow an estimated 7 lakh building and site bylaw violators in Bangalore and another 5 lakh violators across the state to regularize their constructions by simply paying penalties. The government expects the scheme to net the civic authority, the BBMP, revenues of nearly 32,000 crore rupees. However, in its rush to gain revenues, experts say that builders and developers are getting away scot-free. There were an estimated 10 lakh illegal constructions in Bangalore back in 2007 when the Akrama Sakrama scheme was first proposed. Today, that number has grown even further. Experts say that if the scheme is passed, it will only encourage more illegal buildings in the city.
They are thinking the Akrama Sakrama, which is a one-time measure, will prevent further unauthorized constructions and violations. That is not correct. Actually, it will be more than what it is now, because the people who are violating, they say, oh, we will get it regularized, paying for penalty, don't bother. Like that they will continue.
Here, that engineers and all, permitting them to deviate and taken the money from them, and the innocent people given the money and constructing, they don't know the consequence of that. So, the government has to take action against such engineers.
But what's worse is the fact that the Akrama Sakrama scheme was not the only option in front of the government.
There should be a deemed provision where everything that is done in violation, that means an extra FSI or extra FER that is constructed, directly is a deemed provision, it rests in the hands of the government. And the government should take possession of it and also demolish it and charge the fee to the violator.
That then is the problem. Instead of taking steps to stop the construction of illegal establishments, the government is determined to choose that one measure which will help fill its coffers. Thanks to this, Bangalore may even see a vicious and potentially dangerous cycle. Some of these unplanned and unauthorized structures may even give way soon. From Bangalore, Lakshmi Sivdas, NDTV.
Absolutely a dangerous precedent. You get the lawbreakers, get away with it. It just encourages everybody to break the law. And the story of urbanization, you'll have more slums, more illegal construction, and there's not going to be an end to it. Well, we just hope for Bangalore citizens that there is a stop to illegal constructions. Meanwhile, let's take this question from Bangalore. Shubhi Tiwari on the phone line with us. Shubhi, hi, go ahead.
Hi. Yeah, actually, we are looking for a flat 2 BHK in a Kundanalli area, that is nearby Whitefield also would be fine for us. And our range is around, budget is around like 60-70 maximum.
Okay.
And we are looking for something like where the flat is having amenities, not only like only flats. Along with that, we are looking for amenities as well.
All right, Shubhi, thankfully in Bangalore, developers are very conscious about quality, and I think amenities with any modern project with a good developer is given.
Yeah, I would not absolutely agree with you on that, because you see what also happens in Bangalore is that sometimes projects are in 1 acre plots. So
Okay.
you really can't come out with
So-
too many amenities.
So if it's a very small project, then
absolutely.
obviously it's
then it's a bit of a challenge, and Bangalore has many such projects like that. In fact, one of the projects that we've got in the recommendation list is only about 2 odd acres, although it has decent amenities, but it does and can
It's a
become a
challenge.
challenge, right? So Whitefield is a good area where you can you have a lot of choices, because there are enough and more projects. There are 92 projects to really choose from, and if you look at the total number of units is 14,990. So its average size is about 150 units per project, which is a fair number. 4,000 rupees is the weighted average price of the market, and the price appreciation trends show 11% annualized return for this market. From our side, the recommendations are Sumandra Shinivam. This is by Samundra Group. This project actually has got about 230 units, G plus 5 stories, so not very high, not majorly high rise. The possession is expected by December 14. The project is close to the Hoodie Circle, and it has major lifestyle amenities because it's a biggish project. If you were to look at the second recommendation, this is ARK Serene County by ARK Infra Developers. This project it's a CRISIL 5-star rated project, laden with major lifestyle amenities, 2-3 BHK options. The builder is providing a khata along with the OC, which is an important part, and it's over 3.5 acres. Lastly, we have a smallish project, which is Tirumala Greenfields, Prithvi Homes. This project is only in 2 acres, but 90 units in 2 acres compared to 274 units, which was previously recommended in 3.5 acres. So the density of this project is much better, even though the size is of the total plot is smaller. It's also BDA approved and 2-3 BHKs ranging from 927 square feet to 1755 square feet.
So 3 projects. One is a large project, will definitely come with amenities. One is a smallish to mid-size, is not even mid-size. 3.5 acres is again a small one, isn't it? But far more dense, which is ARK Serene County, and then this Tirumala Greenfields. It's a 2-acre project, but then you do have density which is much lower. So take a look at them, and of course go with the amenities or the project that you like the most. Quick break now. On the other side, we'll take you to the west side of the country and get you some options from the Mumbai market. Also Shivri on how this micro market is developing as an emerging real estate destination.